Okay, brevet. Our first lesson this term, it's a revision from the part that you took last year. It's a geometry revision. We're gonna talk about right triangles, median and right triangle, midpoint formula, distance formula, mid-segment and a trapezoid, special right triangles. But we're gonna start first by right triangles. Okay. So I'll start by what does it mean first, a right triangle? You know that right triangle, it means it's a triangle that has a 90-degree angle. And we know that our famous rule that we are using in a right triangle is called the Pythagorean theorem. So the Pythagorean theorem helped me to do what? It helps me to find missing sides. So our famous rule that we are using in the right triangle. So if I have a right triangle ABC, we know that BC is called the hypotenuse because it's the longest side and it's the side opposite to the 90 degree. Here I have the 90-degree angle. Okay, so if I want to show you here, this is my 90-degree angle. So this one is called the hypotenuse. All the time the side opposite to the 90 degree, or also they say the longest side. So what is a Pythagorean theorem? So we have side square plus side square equal to hypotenuse square. Here, if I want to look at this figure, I can write the relation AC squared, because it's better to use the letters. AC squared plus AB squared is equal to BC squared. Okay, so Pythagoras helps me to find missing sides. Let's pass to another. Okay. Do I have it here? It's written here. Okay. Now, if I need to find the length of the hypotenuse if side 1 is 3 and side 2 is 4. No need to have a figure, but if you want, you can draw a figure if you feel it's easier for you, but no need to have it, and we know the relation. So this is my right triangle. I have one side is 3 and another side is 4. Okay, so how do we find the hypotenuse? So using Pythagoras, we can write side square plus side square is equal to the hypotenuse square. I would call it C here. So we have 3 squared plus 4 equal to C squared. So 9 plus 16 equal to C squared. C squared is 25. So C is square root of 25. So what is the measure of the hypotenuse? It's 5. Another example, here one side is given and hypotenuse is given. Also, you start all the time by writing the relation, the general formula. Okay, so I have one side is 12, okay, the hypotenuse is 13, so I can write this side squared plus 12 squared equal to 13 squared using Pythagoras. You need to write the formula, general formula, so 12 plus side squared equal to 13 squared. And then when you take 144 to the second side, to the other side, so I have side squared is 25. It means the side is 5. Now, inverse of the Pythagorean theorem. What does it mean, inverse of Pythagorean theorem? It means that I have the 3 sides. The 3 sides are given, but I'm not sure if it's a right triangle or not. Because now we know that we have equilateral triangles. It means that 3 equal sides, 3 equal angles. We have isosceles triangle. It has 2 equal sides and 2 equal angles. Okay, right triangle, it has a 90-degree angle. But if the question is show that it's a right triangle, but I don't have any measurements, any angle measurements, but the 3 sides are given, so I need to use the inverse of Pythagoras. What is the inverse of Pythagoras? It means if I have the 3 sides are given, if the square of the longest side in a triangle is equal, I cannot call it hypotenuse. Be careful, because it's not yet a right triangle. If the square of the longest side in a triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the 2 other sides, then the triangle is right. It means if I look here at my figure, if I can prove that, if I can prove that AC squared plus AB squared is equal to BC squared, so I can say that it's a right triangle. I'll give you an example. So, is the triangle having the sides 8, 14, and 16 a right triangle? So first, the rule is the longest side square. Which one is the longest side? It's 16. Okay, so those are, you get those alone and this. So we need to write using the inverse of Pythagoras. Okay, all the time you do each part alone. It means I do 8 squared plus 14 squared alone is 260. Then I do 16 squared is 256. Since the two are not equal, what can I say? So it's not a right triangle. Okay, this one we will do it later. That's it. Okay, after this I will give you some application to do it using the worksheet. And as I said, you need to write everything on your copybook. Everything should be written on your copybook, and I will check it. Okay.